Yeah, I think that's one of the things that excited me when I first hopped onto Odyssey a few months back was that there was like a bunch of normie videos on there.
Yeah.
It didn't give you the same feeling that like BitChute or 4chan or Getter or Parler or any of these other like alternative media companies that have come out in the last couple of years. It wasn't some like alt right like
Yeah, it's not.
craziness.
It's
It was
because it's
it was
not.
like here,
Yeah,
this is how you fix a cracked iPhone screen.
right.
Here's a yoga video. I went for a walk in the woods today and here's what I saw. It's what YouTube used to be back when YouTube was fun and not just a bunch of like mainstream media content clipped and put onto YouTube.
That. I mean, look, that's exactly right. I mean, YouTube's been our number one fan. Like sometimes I can't believe some of the things that they're doing. But yeah, this is not. You don't have to be at risk of like the idea of wanting to own your identity and not trusting Google or Facebook or whoever. Like that's not you don't. That's not an all right thing. You don't have to be worried
Mhm.
about getting deleted yourself. It's not even necessarily about worried deleted. The algorithms change. You get demonetized randomly. They're always changing the rules on you. You don't have the same sense of say. You don't have the same ownership, and so there's all kinds of ways in which I think this approach is better, and that's what activates the people to come over. If all you're selling on is you won't get banned over here, like you are going to attract people who generally have a problem with getting banned,
Mhm.
right? And then who there might be, and I'm not saying that I think I'm of the opinion ban basically nothing, but like give people choices, give people strong filtration controls, etc. Like to me,
Mhm.
that's the right solution. But also, some of those people can be off-putting to other people, and if you have a collection of only things that are off-putting to others, you're going to get kind of trapped in terms of where you
Mhm.
can go as a product or as a brand. And I'm not saying they even deserve that reputation. I'm like a very non-judgmental. To me, I'm like pro everything, just for anyone, because I know I've come across pretty. I'm like pro communist. I'm like pro auth right. I'm pro all of it. Like to me, libertarianism is like, well, there's a large world. Surely we can be libertarian somewhere. Hopefully we can respect each other. But it's like to me, like as long as you don't want like world domination of your ideology, like if you want to have a very religious country, a very communist one, like whatever. I'm friendly towards all of it. It's just not, to me, it's like it's not for me. So as long as you don't want to force it on me, we're probably cool.
Hell
But
yeah.
yeah. So just to that's sort of my personal thought on all of it. And so I take the same kind of approach to what we're building. To me, it's like I'm not necessarily it's not fair the way that some people are treated by big tech. There is a slant towards certain ideologies, certain kinds of things. So what's labeled misinformation, what's not. Even if some of the things that they label misinformation, I might also think are false. It's like, well, you can
Mhm.
teach communism, and you can be an enthusiastic fan of communism. No state reps get deplatformed for calling like I can call for Amazon to be seized,
Mhm.
or whatever it might be. That's not I can call for price ceilings, price floors. That is like as fake as flat Earth theory, right? Like it's literally that fake. But, okay,
Yeah.
no one gets a fact check. No one gets this
Mhm.
kind of treatment, right? So to me, I don't really see it as happening fairly. I see it as happening against one political class of people, one sort of and it happens particularly to them, and another class of people is doing it, then it feels very unfair to me.
Mhm.
And so I do like that I get to kind of help fight that a little bit.
Shut up and sit down.